you think about a modular home, what generally comes to mind? You think about a double wide or a trailer in a trailer park? Well, modular homes have come a long way. Hi, I'm Jim Masters, reporting for Close Up on America's Business from Madison, Connecticut. We're here today at the headquarters of Shoreline Modular Homes. And to find out the differences in modular homes versus conventional home building and how there can be tremendous advantages and cost savings, I had the opportunity to sit down with the company's president, Jonathan Heflin, and his team of professionals to learn about the advantages of modular home building.
What Shoreline Modular does is we build homes. We're a home builder. We go out just like anybody else and we build you a custom home to your specifications. The difference between Shoreline Modular Home and say a regular stick builder is that we have our homes built in a factory. I guess the industry likes to use the term system built, but primarily it's an assembly line kind of process that allows the house to be built in a factory, put it together on your site, and in a matter of 2 days, depending on the style of the home, your house is 80 to 90% complete. All things being equal, if today you ordered a house with me, and we'll just throw out a 2,500 square foot, 2-car garage colonial, 5 weeks from today, we're delivering it and putting it on your foundation. That same 2,500 square foot house would probably take you 4 weeks minimum to frame. You're getting a house fully done or 80% done in 5 weeks. And depending on the interior amount of work that needs to be done, from setting doors or windows or any of that kind of stuff, it kind of just flows through, and you've got a finished product probably 2 months after it's been delivered to your foundation. A modular house is just as strong, if not stronger, than a stick-built house. Reason being, number one, it has to travel. So to go from central Pennsylvania to Connecticut, it's got a long ride. So therefore, the way it's structured and built, it's built to withstand that long haul. Number two is when most houses are built, you have a plate that goes on your foundation. Not only is there a sill plate, but we have our plates that go on there from the boxes that are delivered on there, as well as the second floor. And not to mention the roof, because the roofs are made down there and they flip open up here. They're supported a little extra than just on site here as we put those together. So in all fairness to the stick builder industry, which is great, a modular house has more, or I want to say is more rigid and more structurally sound than a stick built house.
All of these buildings are built in a climate-controlled, enormous closed-in space. Stick builders can't cope with that. They're out there in the weather, the material's continually getting soaked, stuff disappears off the job, all kinds of travails happen when you're stick building that are avoidable with the modular process. Now, what I like to tell people is at the end of the modular process, one of the things they're going to enjoy most is they're still going to have a head of hair. If you try to build stick built, you are probably going to pull most of your hair out by the time the snow stops and the weather stops pouring into your house and the guys actually show up and finish the house. In fact, in Connecticut, the average stick building process takes 11.5 months. In fact, in Connecticut, the average modular project takes 4.
How many times have you driven by a development and there's a couple houses there being built, it's pouring rain. There's no doors, no windows, anything in there, and that rain is just getting into that house. Well, if it happens to be a day where the wood is exposed and all of a sudden the next day they wrap the house and want to start siding it, well, you're siding a house that's still wet. So, I'm not going to say there'll be a mold problem, but the potential exists for that. By building it in the factory, you're taking that whole issue of mold out of the equation altogether, because there's no way for it to build up because it hasn't been exposed to any water. And that's a huge, huge, advantage, as well as today with people being so cognizant of mold and just mildew and everything else in their houses. This offers another way to kind of ease your worries about that.
Well, one of the things when people walk through the door is that they expect that we would have a portfolio of homes that we would fold out in front of them, and they get to select one and perhaps change a window location or the color of the curtains or whatever. But that's not the case at all. You can walk through carrying your own plan, a picture of a neighbor's house that you like, or your own design. I get some very sometimes almost weird sketches on paper that people bring and said, I want a home like this one. And we sit down and we design the home to fit their needs and their lifestyle. So the old have to pick one is that's gone by. Today it's we design what you need.
Here at Shoreline Modular Homes, we really want a satisfied customer because we do understand that this is a big purchase, and we understand also that, you know, it's one of the biggest purchases that they will be making. This is not just a house to people, this is going to be their home and their life, and we want them to be very happy with our product.
Why should a customer do business with Shoreline Modular Homes?
Building a home in a modular fashion can often save the customer between 10 and 30%. And why such a huge disparity, 10 to 30? All depends upon how custom and the amount, the appliances, the windows, all those things. There's your standard products that we have in the house, and if someone wants an upgrade, well, obviously it'll be a little more expensive than normal. So that's why the difference. But you will definitely save money doing it in a modular fashion. And here in this home business industry, especially in this part of the country where things are not cheap, people want to get exactly what they want for their dollar. And I'm a consumer just like they are. And if I'm having someone build my house and I've taken out a mortgage and it's a lot of money to me, I certainly want to make sure that it's worth the dollars that I'm spending. And we understand that.
So if you're considering a modular home, there are many things to remember. Significant cost savings, the opportunity to custom design the home, and the home is built a lot quicker than the conventional method. And here in Connecticut, Connecticut's largest and oldest modular home builder is Shoreline Modular Homes. Reporting from Madison, Connecticut, for Close Up on America's Business, I'm Jim Masters.